Hello there, minions! Welcome back to Minecraft. It has been a while, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Um, I keep I don't say forgetting to do this, but it's been a few days since I posted this for a couple reasons. One, I did a live stream a few days ago, and I don't know why. After I did that, I just kind of was like, I'll post those and take a break. Um, but I've been doing a little bit of stuff here and there on Minecraft in the evenings. We'll go check out the tiny little bit I did to the house based on you guys' suggestions, just to get it, just so you didn't have to spend another 20 minutes. Which reminds me, 20 minutes. Start that stopwatch. Watch me dig in the floor for another 20 minutes. So we'll kind of look at that, and then first I'm going to show you my new mine. At the front of this video, you'll see that man, I didn't plan this ahead. I don't even know if I have the right tools for this. Iron. Okay. These are my mining tools that I've been enchanting. Farm's largely the same. I've gone through a couple of iterations of chickens in here, throwing their eggs back up to quite a few of them right now. I need to turn this headset down. Those are some loud chickens. So I expanded the farm here just a little bit, and this is the project video that'll be on the front of here. Actually, I think I have two project videos. Yeah, I have one where I went down into my main mine, created another branch because I was looking for gold for the house, because we're gonna need a lot of gold, and I ended up in an abandoned mine. So that's one video, and the other one is me expanding this fence out, you know, just 3 or 4 spots so that I could build a mine into the side of this hill. And we'll go check this out real quick. This is gonna be a lot more of a pure mine, whereas the other one I dug down and then I started hollowing it out because I wanted to build out a space for that slime spawner. And then I started kind of randomly tunneling off it. Come on, give me a sprint. And so it just kind of became a big mess. This is going to be more organized, but it's still, I'm going to have to figure out a good marking system so I don't get lost. But I dug this straight down to, you know, basically this is actually bedrock. I mean, I covered it up, but there's bedrock one layer under this. And this is a natural occurring water pool. I dug down, straight down here, and I ended up busting into this cavern into a water pool, which was cool. So I store my Fortune 3 pick down here. Since this is my new mine, I've found several diamonds since I've been in here. But yeah, I've cut, you know, a very uniform mine across here. And as you can see, even when I find minerals in the walls and stuff, I've been patching it with cobblestone. Just so that when you look down them, they're all very uniform. Again, it's kind of an anal thing, but also, as you know, as I go, it's nice to glance down these and be able to see all the way to the end and not think, is that a different hallway because it was all torn up? So, but yeah, I've got, like I showed you, I have my Fortune 3 pick down there for when I run into diamonds, and so I've actually, I think I've probably found as much gold as I have diamond down there, as in the same number of ore blocks. But since the fortune pick doesn't work on gold, because gold doesn't drop gold bars, it drops gold, you know, ore, which you have to smelt into gold. Fortune doesn't affect it, so it doesn't drop extra gold. But the diamonds do. So even though I found about the same number of diamond and gold, I have come back with significantly more diamonds than I have gold. Actually, I've got enough here that I'll show you what I've been doing essentially. Every time I find enough gold, I smelt it into, or not smelt it, but I craft it into a block. And I'll show you what I've been doing up at the hilltop with the music playing. You're wondering why I created this other enchanting table. As you can see, I've been mining, so these are iron. So I've been putting level 3 or 4 enchantments on them, just to make them, you know, like, look, unbreaking and efficiency. They last a little bit longer when I'm mining, without me having to use up my, like, good diamond tools, like my efficiency and unbreaking. Actually, let's go ahead and store these in here until I go mining again. I'll take my standard tool set here for now. This is my good set of tools that I've been using. And yeah, I got sidetracked. So I created that one because what I kept doing is whenever I wanted to do like a level 3 or 4 or 5 enchantment, I had to break this and move it out here away from the bookshelves, because otherwise, like, everything in here, I don't even think I have anything that'll try to enchant, but you know, everything's like a 30 or 40 enchantment, which is, again, one of our projects coming up, and it'll probably be sooner than later because I really want to have it, is the adjustable enchanting room. And that's going to make that a lot easier. But for now, you know, I just created another one. We're going to need it eventually when we build the adjustable enchanting room. So I went ahead and built it. And this allows me to do up to level 5 enchantments really quickly. This part of the tree farm is, again, going to be the white trees. I need to look up what they're officially called. I'm going to call them aspens just because I'm from Colorado and white trunk trees are aspens. And hopefully I'm not wrong about that. I look like such an idiot. But until I find aspen trees to plant there, I went ahead and planted oak trees just so I could get extra apples and, you know, just get the wood that's there. So why let that space go to waste? When I get the aspen trees, I'll tear the oak trees out. I need to fix this staircase so I don't have to hop all the way up. But yeah, I took you guys' suggestions. I'm trying to think where I left off because it's been probably more than a week since I took you guys' feedback. I went with the light-colored wood. It was a slight majority from your feedback. Dark-colored wood was close second. You know, and I like it. This is kind of the pattern I'm going with for now, although I think it'll vary slightly. But let me kind of give you a tour of what I've done so far. This is the entryway right now. Here you can see as a placeholder, I put yellow wool. I dyed a bunch of yellow wool and I placed it into the places where gold is going to be. But here's what it's going to look like, this checkerboard gold pattern. I was thinking about doing individual checkers. It didn't look as good to me. And I don't know, it just didn't look as good. That's pretty much all there is to it. So I like these big 4 checkers. And it gives a bigger spot of gold, so it's a more consistent look. I just like it better. Hope you guys like it too. You know, feedback, always welcome. Give me feedback. I built this fountain, and it's real simple. It's just, you know, a recession area with these gold blocks stacked up, and I placed a water source on each of these. But I also... I won't show you, but I recessed this down a level so that this bottom level is actually an infinite water source. So if I grab a bucket of water from this corner, then it'll you know, fix itself. So this also acts as an infinite water source in my house. So yeah, sexy. I'll probably dress this up a little bit, and we may, I don't know if we'll do that right now. Maybe put in some bookshelves, definitely some. You know, we'll probably put a big, either a 4-block painting back there, or if we can find a bigger one. I made the stairs double wide. I saw a comment. Someone actually said, and again, I don't keep track of names, so apologies. Said this is taking up too much space. You know, don't worry about the stairs because it was taking, and that's before I made it double wide. But I made these twice as wide, and honestly, I think it looks better this way. I gave up on kind of the curve part of it, but making them wider, I think, makes it look a little bit better. And I've still got this room to move back here, and this is probably what we're going to do today. I'll show you the external view of this. This is going to be our indoor pool. I haven't really thought about that. And part of this is I'll show you how to make a deep water pool that doesn't have any downward current. And again, I guess I forget everything I did since you guys were gone. But this no longer has any downward current. I fixed it. And our pool is going to be bigger than this, but so it's going to take a little bit more time, but it's not too tedious a task. I believe it was Castro's suggestion, and he sent me a link with a picture to do this kind of upstairs open balcony. So instead of closing off this ceiling, right, leaving this space open. So this is as closed as it'll be. And this balcony is going to stay open. And here you're going to see there's this outer wall here, so there's a tiny walkway here. But what I've decided, again, is that we're going to expand the width of the house, right? So we're going to put an overhang probably here and expand the house, expand the foundation off the edge here. It will take us further out over the water, which will give us a better platform for when we build our leap of faith into the underwater house. And similarly, you know, symmetrically expand on this side as well. And that'll also, I think, make the front facade a little fancier. Walls up here. And this is going to remain an open area. I may put up a fence up here as kind of a railing. But again, I don't, if I have a railing here, then I'm just going to have one little place to scoot by. So I may leave it open, which leaves the risk of me falling down to the first floor. But it may look better. Again, feedback is always welcome. So I felt I should have probably done a project video out of this, because like I said, I dug out the rest of the floor here and put this stone, these stone half slabs in. I kind of changed the shape of this. I added in this kind of back area, and I glassed up the window. And probably should have made a project video, but I figured I'd just rather explain it here. And to be honest with you, I started working in the gold mine. I need to put a bed in this house. I started working on that gold mine to get gold for the floor. And once I got some gold and I smelted a couple of, or not smelted, but crafted a couple of those gold bricks, I came in and put them in the floor. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to put all the stone tile in the floor. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to put a ceiling on. You know what, I'm going to try and see if this staircase looks a little better. And before I knew it, I had done all that. And I was like, shit, I didn't record any of it. But then I stopped. I didn't add any more structure to it. I took the feedback that you guys gave me and implemented a piece of it so that you could see it again before I moved on. So I think I saved some time of you guys just watching me again dig on the floor. I mean, the process of me smelting enough cobblestone into stone to craft enough stone half steps to fill in these, because every one of these is 4 blocks, right? And it's 2 half steps per, as I showed you before, because they have to stack. So, count how many of those are. Also, to finish out this gold, to give you an idea of how much gold I have to find for this, and I'm doing it for you guys, because you wanted the gold floor. I like it, but I wasn't, so concerned about it that I wanted to put the effort in. It's going to look awesome, but each block is 9 gold. So we need another, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks of 4, which is 32 blocks times 9 gold. I need a lot of gold. I need a lot of gold. Oh, am I being too loud? Oh, you want a drink? What? You want me to get you a Coke? My wife would like me to get her a Coke. I will BRB, LOL. And through the magic of the internet, I have returned and no time has passed for you. Isn't that exciting? Oh, I forgot. I've got more gold. I've been trying to fill it in a way that it'll actually be visible as I enter. I love the sound this makes when it places. Listen. Ooh. Or maybe I like it better when you pick it up. Listen. Ah, it makes that like k-k. I'm weird. I'm sorry. I'm weird. Leave me alone. Yes. Let's go work on the pool. Why the hell not? Drinking my... Hold on, let me take a sip of my... delicious Dr. Pepper 10. Which actually kind of lives up to the advertising, which I was pleasantly surprised by. It does taste... My mom loves Diet Dr. Pepper. And it is... I don't like diet soda at all because like the artificial sweeteners they use in those just have a weird aftertaste. But Dr. Pepper 10, I mean, it has a little bit of that same aftertaste. I mean, it's not, it doesn't taste like, as much as the advertising say, it doesn't taste the same as regular. You know what? Diet Coke or, Diet Dr. Pepper tastes more like regular Dr. Pepper. Then what? Then regular Dr. Pepper? Nothing can taste more like something than that thing does, unless it's that thing. Anyway, but this is way closer to Dr. Pepper taste than Diet Dr. Pepper is. And it's not half bad. And for, 10 calories for a fat guy like me, yes, please. Versus like a can of Coke, or even normal can of Dr. Pepper has like 150 calories in it. And I'm not the kind of person to count calories, as evidenced by my giant belly and huge man boobs. But I'm trying to change that. And a small part of that effort is, reducing calorie intake. Have I just kind of eyeballed this one somewhat evenly? Yeah, look at that. Do I want to go one more? I love that I spent so much time placing all this wood flooring down just to tear it up. It is such a constructive use of my time. Barf! Oh, excuse me. God, I love saying barf when I burp. Weird. Okay, I think that's a big enough pool. What do you think? We got 3 blocks here. 4 blocks. Actually, let's make this a little bit wider. What do you say? Yeah. Try to get it. Oh, for a second, I thought Lobo was chewing on my daughter's shoes. Yeah, that's a good sized pool. Now, let's see. Which end is going to be the deep end? Let's see. Most pools I go to, the deep end's on that side. Like as you enter to it. I don't know why, but... So this end is going to be 3 deep. And this end is going to be... Actually, we'll transition it straight. How about straight down the middle? We'll go 3, 2 to 1. So we'd have a shallow end over here. So this will be the shallow end. Actually, I probably should put stone half steps in here as the pool bottom as well. Although, is that a bad idea that the bottom of my pool is going to look like my entryway? Kind of. Who cares? I think I'm sorry, but that just kind of looks like the kind of tile you'd see at the bottom of a pool. It also is the closest thing this game has to like a marble facade for a floor, so we're going to deal with it. So yeah, I got sidetracked talking about Dr. Pepper, which I don't know what I was talking about anyway. So, hey, there's coal in my pool. I wonder if I'm going to find a caveman like Encino Man. I'm sorry, I can't not get this coal. 2 coal? What kind of weak-ass coal vein is that? Whatever. We'll fill this back in until I decide to tear it back out. God, I'm such an idiot. Okay. We don't want the shallow end to be that big. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, do we want to go like 2? We could go what, like 3, 4, and 3, 3, and 4? Is that the math that works? Yeah, 3, 3, and 4. Or do we want to go 2, 4, and 4? Let's try. Well, let's do 3, 3, and 4. So we want this. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look! Putting those in is actually a good thing for now. Alright. Wiz's Chateau Swimming Pool. Yay, yay. And this will give me a way out. And I can put... Well, no, I can't put ladders in the pool. Because it'll displace the water. But if we fill the water... Should I make a lip on the pool where I need a ladder? Or if I just fill it up to the top, you know, then when I swim up I can just hop out wherever. Yeah, we'll just do that. There's no reason to make this excessively complicated. 3-level pool. I like it. Do I have any more stone half steps with me? If not, I may have to go back to the main house to get them. Why do I sometimes break out into a strangely but not quite European accent? I don't know. But it's disturbing to me. And probably to you, especially you people. You people? That's so derogatory. My minions from the European Union or the United Kingdom. What the hell? I'm such a pompous ass. I'm sorry. I apologize for myself. Okay. Let's put in the pool here. I'm gonna be my own pool boy. That means I'm gonna have a sexy sexual affair with myself. Sexy sexual. That's a technical term. You see. Now I'm kind of talking like the ladies' man. Who is a lady? But yeah, for those of you who've, I don't know, still missed it, people who watch my channel but don't watch any videos other than Minecraft, or maybe just showed up to my channel, I did my first live stream the other day, and I did 2 in one day to kind of get things started. And the resolution, I'm still working on getting the resolutions and stuff right so that the quality's good and so that they're, you know, better looking when they post, because, you know, they weren't the best quality, but I figured I'd post them so you guys could watch them if you cared. But yeah, I did 2 in one day. I did Modern Warfare 3 in the afternoon. First time I even played that game in like a month. And then I did Battlefield 3 that night, and that was just a good time. I don't know. I don't know what I expected. I think it was kind of along the lines of like when I've been like put out on Twitter, hey, anybody want to play? And I didn't get many responses, but people just turned up for the live stream. Maybe it's because I, also posted the video on YouTube so that people could actually find it. But yeah, a decent turnout and very interactive audience. A lot of people were participating in the chat, and unfortunately it doesn't help a whole lot if I'm not watching the chat. So like at the very end of my Modern Warfare 3 stream, when my computer's freaking screensaver came on, people in the chat were like, Wheezy, your screensaver's on! Why is your screensaver on? Because it comes on after 2 hours of inactivity, and I was playing. That stream lasted just over 2 hours. And then the Battlefield 3 one. You guys who've been around know this, that I hands down am enjoying Battlefield 3 a million times more than Modern Warfare 3. But that being said, personally, I enjoyed the Modern Warfare 3 stream a little bit more than the Battlefield 3 stream. I think it's because the way Battlefield plays is a little bit more deliberate, so maybe it's not as, I don't know, maybe it's because I get so mad at Call of Duty, it's more entertaining to watch. I mean, not necessarily for me. I mean, I enjoyed playing Battlefield more than Modern Warfare 3, even in the live stream, but I enjoyed you guys' interactions and responses better in the Modern Warfare 3 live stream. I don't know, it just felt like a better stream to me. And I think more people showed up for it, whether that be because of the time of day it was earlier in the day, more people were available, or if it was because more people are interested in Modern Warfare 3 than Battlefield 3, or, whatever the reason. I don't know, the Modern Warfare 3 one just felt like it went a little better. Not to say Battlefield 3 one went poorly, it was a lot of fun. Absolutely loved it, but yeah, I don't know. What did you guys that watched, what did you guys think? Did you watch them both? You have a preference one over the other? It was either way, it was a good time, and I can't wait to do it again. It's my wife was awesome and kind of gave me the time, because she's we got the kids, so she's got to watch. If I'm playing games, she's got to not. Our daughter was during the day. My daughter was done for a nap. I'm rambling here. The point being that my wife has to basically take care of the kids. I try to plan it around like if my daughter's taking a nap, and hopefully my son's asleep. But with him being a month old, he's up and he's down, and he's up and he's down. So she essentially has to take care of the responsible part of our life when I'm playing video games. And she in one day, let me live stream for, essentially 6 hours of the day. And it was just awesome. So I can't wait to live stream again. We'll be live streaming again. Love it. Had a great time. We'll continue to be announcing it through my YouTube and my Twitter. But it's, I wish I could set a schedule for you guys, but I just, I don't always know when I'm going to have time or when my wife's going to be in the mood to let me play. So, yeah, there's that. All right, we're already at 22. Man, time flies. I hope I'm trying to make a conscious effort to not just mindlessly drone about what I'm doing in the game. And it's especially easy, when what I'm doing in the game is mindless. Get away, zombie. Get away. Oh. In one of the upcoming patches, they've already done the weekly release, but in one of the upcoming patches on hard and hardcore mode, sip of Dr. Pepper, zombies will be able to break down wooden doors, which is kind of awesome. And okay, it's extremely awesome. So you'd have to use like iron doors so they couldn't break in. I don't get a lot of enjoyment out of Minecraft when I get killed by mobs really quickly, but if it involves zombies breaking down doors, I'd have to seriously think about switching to hard mode. I'm playing normal right now. Watch this. Bane of Arthropods! Overkill. What? Oh, is that for getting more than X amount of... Yeah, because I remade that enchantment table, it unlocked some more achievements. So it looks like I just got an achievement. I think that one's for doing 8 points of damage with a single strike. Well, let's just check. Why don't we? Yeah, when I remade the crafting table, or the enchantment table, it opened up a couple, so... Yeah, deal 8 hearts of damage in a single hit. Because I baned that arthropod. build some bookshelves to, yeah, I'm going to have to re-earn that. Again, for those of you who missed it, and rebuild a portal to the Nether. At one point, when I was testing out one of the weekly builds for this, I kind of screwed it up, and I had to reinstall Minecraft. But not just that, I had to delete the bin directory that tracks your achievements. So it kind of started it over, and then you can't unlock the higher level ones until you do the lower level ones. So I had to like go back and recraft wooden tools and then use them. It's just, you know. Water. I'm gonna need more buckets. We're gonna need a bigger bucket. I need to migrate. How much room do I have? I need to start migrating this stuff into the house so I can stop coming out here all the time. Apparently cook some stone there. Let's take that. You know what? Let's just go for broke. And I need at least the chest. Come on, give me the chest. I don't want to be throwing this stuff in the water, so let's pull this out until it gives me the chest. Come on. There we go. And I just need a temporary spot. Oh, in one of my storage rooms. How about that? Place one on this side and one on the other side. I like that plan. Get me the other... You know what? Let's just start putting stuff in the chest. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Right at this point, I really don't care what it is, as long as it's not my normal set of supplies. Just so I can pick this all up. Now let's get that next chest. Yeah. Oh, did I get everything? Yeah. All right. Good. Good, good, good. I took the pressure plate off these doors, by the way, until I redstone it. Get redstoned. Get stoned. I don't advise that. I don't advise, as the song suggests, that you, quote, go home and get stoned. To each their own. While I don't really personally care about that, you know, until it's legal, don't break the law. Kids, PSA from Wheezy. When something's illegal, don't do it. If you think that illegal things should be legal, make sure it's legal before you do it. Talk to your senator. Write to your local congressman. Make change happen. We're in an awesome society right now where essentially all the old stodgy people are in control right now. And the cooler young people, I think, are going to, when they take power, things are going to change and the world's going to be better for us. That's what I love about like the SOPA and PIPA stuff, where it's 50, 60-year-old guys who don't even know how to use the frickin' internet trying to tell us how we're supposed to use the internet. Oh, I'm rambling. Let's fill in that pool. Let's fill in that pool. I like poo. You like poo? Let's do 2 buckets. That should be enough to work all the live-long day. Let me go fill these. Oh, yeah, look, I can show you my... Look at that. Dual-purpose fountain. Beautiful. Now all I need to do is bring my bed in here. So here's this one. I should start from the bottom because it's going to be easier. Ooh, I need some dirt. To fill it the way we need to, so it doesn't flow down. But let's see if I know the autofill trick here. Do it at opposite corners. I need to create an infinite water source in that room to save time. I'll do that real quick. Where shall we put it? Just right here. And for the sake of speed, we'll make it a full one. Just so I don't have to worry about where I grab the water from. Let's see if that... there's like a... I don't know it, but there's like a... something you can make that once it... There we go. Oh. Once it starts to create infinite water sources, then it just spreads across the entire pool. There we go. Now the bottom layer is the easy part, right? Because you can create an infinite source out of the bottom layers. But then when you start to go up a layer, you essentially have to place, to get there to be no downward current, you have to place a source block at every block, right? So the way you do that is you have to have places to put the water against. This is going to be a little strange because of the levels here, but I'll show you what I mean. So essentially at each spot here, because it's not going to create infinite water sources, or will it create one in the middle? No. See how it doesn't create an infinite water source? Because there's, like I explained before about the bug that essentially, I think it's something about transfer. If the block underneath it is water, it doesn't create a source block, even though it should. Oh no, I double placed it. What a waste of time. Ugh. I used up. I should have created this over there. Oh well. We'll make this quick. But what else to talk about? Ah, man, I've been so tired lately. Like, kind of. I don't know if it kind of seems like duh, but you know, having a 1 month. Sebastian's 1 month old today. Can you believe it's been a month? Oh man, 1 month old today. And but yeah, I don't know, he's just hasn't got his sleep pattern down, and I'm not getting really much less sleep than I normally do. I'm still getting about 6 hours a night, which is about what I've always gotten. But the problem is, since he wakes us up a few times a night, he's breaking our REM cycles, which is our deep sleep. So we don't get our deep sleep. And so it's less restful. So essentially we're just taking a bunch of cat naps during the night instead of getting real sleep. And over the course of a month, it really kind of adds up. And man, whew. And the problem with it is, like, going to, if you think, okay, go to bed earlier, get more sleep. That doesn't work because, again, he wakes up every couple hours. So it breaks your REM cycles. There's really, nothing that you can do about it. We were really lucky with Evie. She started sleeping through the night at about 6 weeks. I'm not sure we're going to get that lucky with Sebastian. But we can hope. We can hope. That first night, it's hard to explain. That first night that your kid sleeps through the night is terrifying because there's always with young children the risk of SIDS, which is sudden infant death syndrome, and they're slowly learning more about it. But essentially the point is that young babies sometimes just die and they're not entirely certain of the reason. It's really depressing to talk about this. I don't even like mentioning it. I'm not too superstitious, but I don't like talking about this kind of stuff. But anyway, the reason I bring it up is the first night your kid sleeps through the night all the way and you wake up in the morning and you've been asleep all night, it kind of freaks you out. Because I did this a little wrong. Because you're like, oh my God, he didn't wake up. With Evie the first night, it was like, oh my God, she didn't wake up. And then you're just like, you just kind of, once you realize you're awake and that you didn't wake up during the night, you kind of snap up out of bed and you're like, oh my God. And then you go and check and you're like, oh, good, they're fine. And then you're just like, yeah! Oh, baby. Oh, baby, literally baby. Oh, baby, baby. Did you guys enjoy that story? For those of you who are parents or going to be parents or curious about the joys of parenthood, there's Wheezy's little anecdote for you. Let's fill this one. Now, because I have it blocked this way, I might be able to do the trick. That's not it. It has something to do with placing water sources diagonally. Like if I placed one here, and then like there, and then one like there. Okay. And this should be infinite for now, until we put in the next layer. You guys having fun watching me fill in my pool? You gots to have the fun. Oh, and then since this has blocks, okay, since this has blocks underneath, these are all just going to turn into source blocks. That's good. And we should have no downward current, so that's good. Look at that. We're still going to have to do one more level of water, but Should we do that first? Because otherwise this is going to flow into it. Let's just block this off here. I need to put some torches up. Would be quite expensive if a creeper were to blow out these windows. Although I do have a decent amount of glass right now. Let's see if I can diagonal. Yeah, close. Boom. Boom. Yeah. All right. Gimme. Now we need to start placing all the individual source blocks here. Actually, that's inefficient. That's what we want. And that'll put there and there. So we're going to need another row here. Let's go ahead and take care of this row while we're here. Bloop. Now since this is one level, yeah, so the shallow end will act as an infinite water source for me as well. Good news, everyone. All right. Boom. 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 Now shoot that one. Yeah. All right. So I can reach that. Doot. See, now I'm wishing I had something more important to say than doot. I don't know. I don't know if my life's just not interesting enough that stuff really doesn't happen to me that's really worth talking about. You know, stuff happens that's interesting to me, like at my job and stuff, but I can't really talk about that, and I've mentioned that before. Strictly speaking, nothing I do is classified. Well, not nothing, but I don't know. They just discourage us from talking about it. Intrigued? Well, you shouldn't be. It's not as exciting as it sounds. It's just, you know, better safe than sorry, especially when it comes to the internet, you know. That's a tool for everybody, regardless of, like, your job or anything like that. Be careful what we share with people online. You never know when someone might use it to try and hurt you, financially or otherwise. And you never know when you're older when it'll come back to bite you. You know, you don't want to... It sounds kind of cliche, but, you know, they say, you know, you don't want a future employer to see, you know, your pictures of you drunk from high school, you know, on your Facebook page. And that sounds kind of like a joke, but it's really not. I mean, when you grow up and get a job, when you're younger, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like grown-ups are grown-ups and they're almost like a different breed of people. But they're just people, you know. Like, you know, the law would classify me as a grown-up. People might classify me as a grown-up. I'm a normal person, you know. I check Facebook like anyone else, and if, you know, you get colleagues, they may want to be your friends, and, you know, do you want them to be seeing all that stuff that's on Facebook? You know, that will happen. They're people. And, you know, they're people that probably won't care a whole lot about that stuff. I mean, it's not going to be like, oh my God, you drink. That's, you know, like, that's a huge deal. Because, again, like I said, they're people too, but I don't know. It's just a standard. Just be careful how you present yourself to the world. Facebook was awesome, and I don't want to try and sound like a hipster here, but it's going to be impossible not to. But these are just simple facts. When I first joined Facebook, when I was in college, it was pretty new. Like, it had just started expanding the universities it was open to. Like, and some of you may not even know, when Facebook started. He started it at, I forget what it was, Harvard. But then when he started expanding the application, Facebook, he expanded to other schools, and he did that by restricting access to email addresses with domain names from colleges, so .edu domain names. And he started expanding it through colleges that way. So when I got it is when they had just expanded it and made it available to Oklahoma State, which is where I went to college. They included that edu, so that when you registered, the from your educational website, from your .edu domain, it would be like, yes, you're in college. You are currently in college, or you have a university email account. You can join Facebook, because it was intended originally as a way for college buddies to keep in touch. When you graduate and you go away, and like my friends are now, scattered all over the country. You can keep in touch. As a way to keep in touch with them. And I remember when Facebook went public, it was kind of like, there goes the neighborhood kind of thing, and like I said, it sound like such a douchebag hipster talking about it like this, but that's kind of what I was like. Oh man, now they're just gonna let anybody use Facebook, and that was kind of the start. You're just kind of like, oh, maybe it's not gonna be so bad, but then the day comes when, your mom joins Facebook, your mom adds you on Facebook, your sister, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, and suddenly what was a good place for you to lay out your inside jokes with college buddies and just kind of have a good time suddenly became not that, because now your family can all see, like, man, we got so hammered this weekend. Like, we went to remember the camping trip we went to, and that chick stopped breathing, and we thought she was dead, and we were going to have to dump her in the lake because we didn't want to ruin our life. You can't post that on Facebook anymore. And now with the timeline, I haven't even gone back to scour it because we didn't have a lot of that on there. By the way, that's a true story. I may talk about that sometime. Anyway, yeah, you can't have people seeing it. You can't have your family seeing that. So I don't know. It just kind of ruined it. I mean, Facebook is still an important tool for social networking. Just keeping in touch with people. Most of the people like they use it to try and keep people in touch. Like, it's kind of how it was intended, right? Is for people to be able to stay in touch. So like a lot of people I went to high school are on it and stuff, even though some of them got in through the public domain because they didn't go through college, which that sounds really derogatory. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like a douchebag. But, the idea to keep in touch and so right now it's coming up on I'm getting old. It's coming up on my 10-year high school reunion. But the tool that basically allows people to keep in touch, and essentially they're organizing the reunion through Facebook, because you can get in touch with everybody that way. Facebook's also the thing that makes a class reunion kind of not important, because you want to go to a class reunion to catch up with all your buddies from high school, or people you haven't seen in a long time, see how their life's going, see, do they have kids, what's their job, where they live in. But because of Facebook and people's status updates and their profiles, I already know all that stuff. So I don't have much catching up to do with people. I know what everybody's been doing. Should I do a stone lip around the top of this? I think I should. Again, if you guys want to give me feedback on any of the crap I'm doing here, feel free. I'm just talking while I'm working. Working while I'm playing. But yeah, so, and me and my wife weren't extremely excited about the concept of the reunion anyway. I don't know, it just wasn't as important to us because, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's cold or heartless to say it, but the people we've wanted to keep in contact with over the years, we have. What? Oh, are they recording on different nights?
Well, it's like water changed my life, man.
Oh.
Like that, so I just went through and it's like she had like 2 recordings.
Man.
How's Ocean Tiara
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. I caught her watching that the other night, and I made fun of her viciously. Toddlers and tiaras. That's a whole nother discussion of hatred to have. But oh, yeah. Not caring about people. Yeah, not as big a deal. But the people we've wanted to keep up with over the years, we have. If again, the interesting thing usually about a class reunion is everybody's going there secretly hoping to see someone that they didn't really dislike or someone that picked on them in high school to see how shitty their life has become, or, you know, but again, I've seen all that stuff through Facebook, so I don't need to go see these people face to face to see how they're doing. The people that I really care about, you know, I still talk to either through Facebook or through other means like Xbox Live, you know, or I just know kind of how their life is going through their status updates, and I don't care otherwise. But yeah, man, that's a big roundabout story about Facebook. And look, we built a pool. Shallow end, and the middle end, oh, and then the deep end. Ooh, this is where we'd. Here, let's you know, we've got to play some pool games, right? Ah, wow, I definitely want to go back and get that. You know, dive sticks. Look at this. Woo! And if you want to play it like you really would in the pool, right? Here, let's throw in a couple. Ah! Because you know, going underwater, say you don't have a pair of goggles. So you close your eyes, jump in the pool, listen for the clicks. 3, got him. I had my eyes closed. You're going to have to trust me because the video's not going to show that. So yeah, look, we made a pool. I need to figure out how to make some kind of pool furniture, like an umbrella type thing. But well, we built an indoor pool, and again, in here, this is also going to remain a balcony like this. So I'm going to, you know, extend the entire upper floor out and put rooms along the outer edges and such. And I love, again, if I forget whose idea it was, I'm sorry. I could look it up, but I'm too lazy and I didn't do it beforehand. I'm sorry. Someone said that, like, for the laboratory type areas, the places we're going to go, like, underneath to tunnel out and do stuff, to do, like, secret entrances inside the house. So, like, have moving bookcases, or, you know, I could have, like, a trap door behind the fountain. Excuse me. Or something like that. Love that idea. Definitely going to be doing that. But, that's kind of the idea here. I still, you know, feedback from you guys. What do you want to see? You like the gold checkerboard entryway, you know, suggestions for decorating the house. You know, if you've got screenshots from your Minecraft games or links to videos or pictures that you guys like, styles and stuff like that. I'm not much of a decorator, so it's good to see styles that people do. So, you know, how dress this up? Should I do it with paintings and bookcases, or, you know, how to dress this up? And, you know, we're going to build some rooms up here. I'm going to leave this open again. This is going to be another upper balcony. This one I may actually, I may have to cut this to be more consistent with the pool. So right now it's right along the edge of the pool on that side, but this side isn't. So I think the answer is to close this side up. This part I'll probably put a railing on. I might not, because I don't know. It seems from the standpoint of making a house, there should be a railing on here. But from a standpoint of totally wicked, cool, awesome, we can do this. So I may not put a railing up there. If I do, maybe I'll put a step by part of it so that I can dive in from the second story. But yeah, actually, let's make this... We'll gussy this up just a bit with torches, and then we'll stop. Man, 47 minutes. I apparently am incapable of making a short episode of Minecraft. I watch quite a bit of Minecraft. Well, not quite a bit. There's several people on YouTube that I really love their Minecraft videos, and they tend to, in general, be, you know, 20-minute videos, 15-minute videos. I always look up at my timer when it's like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, I can do this. You know, I can wrap this up soon. Like, I think I was about to... Well, what was I doing at 20 minutes in this video that I felt like I was kind of about to wrap it up? And here we are at 48 minutes after I've rambled on about frickin' class reunions and random shit like that. Are these too long for you guys? You know, that's the kind of feedback I like too. You guys just tired of all this, you know, rambling bullshit? You guys, some of you still hate Minecraft? I mean, let me know if you guys still just can't stand Minecraft. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop, and that sounds kind of douchey to ask for your feedback. I'm not going to listen, but tell me. But you know, I'm interested to hear, you know, if people are like, man, I just don't like Minecraft, you know. But if that's the case, you're probably not watching this video anyway, so it's kind of stupid of me to ask. But, you know, feedback is feedback, and I'll always accept it, and I'll never judge you for it. You know, constructive feedback is always welcome. If you're a stupid faggot and I hate you, okay, I won't typically block someone for something like that, but I do remove negative comments on my channel. You guys have seen that. I'm not unfair about it. I don't like the idea of stifling freedom of speech. If you disagree with me, even if you're a little hateful, I will not only not block your comment, I'll leave it there. If you disagree with me, bring it on. That is great. I love that kind of feedback. People who leave no feedback but just say you're a faggot, I've had a couple of those, and it's not usually from you guys. It's usually on a video that's been out for like a month or two. Or not a month or two, like a year or two, and someone just randomly stumbles across it on YouTube, leaves their hate, and then moves on. I typically just remove those comments and just don't even think about it, unless it's comical to reply, but rarely is that the case. I don't like feeding the trolls. I'm going to stop talking now because it's been 50 minutes, and I'm talking about absolutely nothing useful. More feedback about the house, guys. By the time I get this posted and get feedback from you guys, I'm not going to plan on doing anything else to the house that you guys won't see. I doubt I'll even do anything for project video. I'm just going to leave it alone. But I am going to go back and continue my gold mine because I have got to get that gold if I'm going to finish this floor. So maybe a little bit of tedium. I'm coming across a lot of diamonds, and I don't care how many. You know, I've got what's 2 stacks of 64 plus 50. You know, I'm closing in on having. What happened here? Enderman! I'm closing in on having like 200 diamonds, but every time I find a diamond, it's still like, yeah, I love diamonds. So it's not all tedium, but you know, if I'm just killing some time. Man, I said I was gonna stop, and once again, you know, my commentaries are like talking to my mom on the phone. She says goodbye like 6 times. She's like, oh, by the way, I wanted to mention this. I'll make an effort not to do that anymore. Goodbye, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave feedback, leave comments, leave love. I love you. And, as always, adieu.